and welcome to Book Days. Today's adventure has brought us to the Gladys Porter Zoo in Brownsville, Texas. Today is all about gorillas. We're featuring the great book, Eric Carle's Head to Toe. So be sure to stand up and get ready for this interactive story.
Thanks so much for joining me for this exciting book. Now it's time to learn all about our featured friend, the gorilla.
So we are here today at the Gladys Porter Zoo in Brownsville, Texas, and I'm here with Mark, the Associate Curator for Gorillas and Carnivores. Mark, thank you so much for being here today.
It's my pleasure. It's great to have you here. Thanks for joining us.
Absolutely. This zoo is super special to me. It was my childhood zoo growing up. Now, I know that they're not out yet. We are getting ready to see snack time. And I know for all you kids, snack time is one of your favorite times of the day. So Mark, can you share with us before they come out, how many gorillas do you have here at the Gladys Porter Zoo?
We have 3 females, we have 3 babies, and then Mbunde is our silverback. He is kind of in charge. He's the dad.
And so he rules the roost.
That's right. He keeps order amongst everybody, and he just keeps everybody in line and make sure there's not too much shenanigans going on.
Oh man, can't have those shenanigans.
That's right.
How old are these gorillas?
Mbunde, our silverback, is 28 years old.
Okay.
And then our oldest female is Penny. She's 33 years old. And we have Martha, who's 31 years old. And then Margaret, who is Martha's child, her daughter. She's 13 years old. And then our babies, the 2 boys, Birchfield and Kruger. Birchfield will actually be 2 on Cinco de Mayo, so in a couple weeks.
So adorable.
And Kruger will be 2 in June. And then the youngest is our miracle baby, because we did not think that Penny could get pregnant anymore. We had no idea, and then one night, lo and behold, we had a new baby. So we're saying she, but we're not entirely sure, because when they're that little, they keep them so close, it's really hard to tell. And they're not really forthcoming with that. But we think it's female, but so we're saying she is 8 months old.
Oh my goodness!
So a lot of fun. Yes, the 2 boys, they're just getting into their terrible twos. And they are all over the place, and so it's a lot of fun.
That sounds so much fun. Oh my word. So where do these gorillas, their natural habitat, where do they come from?
They come from the lowland rainforests of Central Africa.
Okay.
So temperature pretty similar to here. Its average is about 75 degrees or so. It's just typical rainforest. So.
That sounds like so pleasant. Like just like today, it's so pleasant outside.
Yes, it's very nice.
So as far as the snack time goes, this looks very delicious. I see a lot of bags. I love Martha. I love Gorilla, Penny. Do they actually know which is which?
They do not. That's more for us and the guests. It's fun. They just make a beeline for the closest one, and Mbunde, we'll see how fast he is, because he likes to gather as many as he possibly can. So that's why we have plenty of them. There's enough for everybody, and this is part of our enrichment program. Which enrichment is anything that we do that will stimulate them mentally and or physically, and we try to elicit natural behaviors. So in the wild, they will be foraging almost the whole day for food. So you can see there's like popcorn spread out. So it's plain popcorn, and they will just have to go around and pick that up and just forage and spend their time. And it's anything, like I said, that stimulates them. So we can spray scents out there. We'll hide their food in bags or boxes, or just throughout the exhibit. Just something to keep them active and keep them thinking. And,
I love that.
so it's a lot of fun.
It looks like a scavenger hunt.
Exactly.
With all of the celery out there. Or like an Easter egg hunt.
Yeah, so
I love that.
Their afternoon going all over the exhibit and seeing what they find.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very
it's
neat.
A lot of fun.
Now, in the book, Head to Toe, it talks about gorillas thumping their chests. Can you comment a little bit about that mannerism and what that means when gorillas do that?
It actually has different purposes, but you know, one of them is what you would think. It's a way for them, if they're what they perceive might be a threat, it's a way to make themselves look bigger and look more intimidating. But it can also be to attract females. It's just a way of communication. And actually, we have found, or studies have shown, that the chest thumping can be heard more than a mile away.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's just, they have a lot of nonverbal communication, and that's one of the ways that they will communicate. And you'll actually see the babies when they're playing and wrestling, they'll do it, just practicing, and so, you know, they're trying to look big and tough too.
Look like daddy?
Yes, exactly.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I see them. Oh my goodness! Wow! And the babies! Oh my word!
Being just about 2 years old now, they get to be pretty adventurous, and they'll venture away from mom, and moms are kind of let them do their thing now. So.
Oh, this is the best.
So they're just investigating now, exploring, seeing what they can find, what they like, and it's interesting that, you know, they'll eat everything, but there's definitely things that they'll save for later. They get the good stuff first, and then they'll go back and get the stuff that isn't their favorite.
What kind of variety of foods do you put in these bags?
It's mostly vegetables and greens, lots of greens. That's more of their natural diet. So lots of kale and lettuce and things like that. But there's also some fruit in there. Not a whole lot, because we don't want them having too much sugar. But it's a lot of greens and different carrots, onions. They love onions.
Really?
Just like an apple. We're like, okay, that's great, but now we're not getting too close to you because you have onion breath.
That's too much. Oh, and there's the tiny baby. Oh my goodness.
Adorable. He is just starting to venture away from mom a little bit. But that's Penny with her, and Penny will keep a close eye on her more than the other two with the older boy.
Do the tiny babies typically hang on their mom's arms like that?
Yes. And actually, I saw just a couple days ago, I saw her riding on Penny's back for the first time. So she's getting older, and she can just ride in the back. Usually Penny has her up front and has a hold of her. But when they get older, they'll just climb on board, climb on back, and go wherever mom's going.
For sure.
To the point where moms, they don't even really pay attention. They're just doing their thing, and the young one will just climb on her back and go along for the ride and get off when they arrive, wherever it is.
These toddlers are adorable.
Yes.
Oh my word. They look almost the same sizes as human toddlers.
Yeah, very similar. And as big and intimidating as Burundi looks, and gorillas in general, they're actually very reserved and very gentle. And he is very patient and tolerant with the youngsters. They'll climb all over his head and jump on him, and he just sits there and lets it happen. He's very good at it. And he is in charge of this troop, and he is very protective of them. When somebody comes around that he's not sure of, or he doesn't know, he will make sure they're all behind him, and he checks out who it is or what's going on. He's very good. That's his job, to protect everybody.
They seem so intimidating that I was going to ask you about, like, their mannerisms, if they're like that or if it's just more of like a protection thing.
It really is a protection thing. They're, like I said, they are very gentle and reserved. They're very cautious about things that are new or different that they don't know about. So they would rather avoid that situation than go into it. You know, they are, and as big as he is, they're vegetarians. So,
Wow.
you know, boys and girls need to eat all the vegetables if they want to grow up to be big and strong.
Absolutely. Take a lesson from the gorillas. Now I see all this water around here. Do they bathe themselves, or do they like the water?
It really varies. You know, some of them go into it. Some of them don't. You know, when it gets hotter in the summer, we've seen them wading in there and that. And then some of them don't really, other than, you know, drinking and whatever. They don't mess with it. But the other ones don't even mind it at all. So it really varies.
Do each of these gorillas have their own types of personalities?
They absolutely do, yes. And it's really fun to get to know their different, what we call, animalalities.
Ah, I like it.
Penny is more of a loner. She kind of keeps to herself more. And Margaret, who you're looking at right there on all fours, she's kind of in everybody's business.
Ah!
She wants to know what's going on. And Martha, the other female back there, she's more laid back and then just kind of goes with the flow. And then Bundy's just kind of watching over everything.
I don't think there's anything in there.
But the boys are very, they're getting very brave as they get older, and they'll try and steal food from Bundy when he's got it real quick. And so
that's hilarious.
He's so tolerant, and he'll just sit there and take it. So eventually, he just looks over at the mom like, "Will you please come and get your son?" I've had enough.
Aw, this is incredible. Who knew the gorillas could eat popcorn?
That's right. But it's not extra butter or salted or anything. It's just plain, so it's healthy.
It's, yeah. Now, does the baby eat the same things as the other gorillas do?
Yeah, she's still nursing a lot. Actually,
Okay.
they're all nursing. They'll nurse till 2.5, 3 years or so. But she is starting to eat solid food now. So we've seen her. It looks like she has something in her hand right now. So she starts testing solid food and that. But she's still at 8 months to the point where she's mostly nursing, but she's testing it out. And she has a nice set of teeth on her already.
Oh, wow. Are they born with teeth, or do they grow in like
They
humans?
grow in.
Okay. This is so awesome. I could sit and watch these gorillas all day.
I know, right? And they're just making their rounds now, finding out where all the good things are.
Mark, thank you so much for being here today.
Absolutely, it's my pleasure. Thanks for coming.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you so much for sharing with the kids about all your expertise about these wonderful gorillas. Thank you so much for watching this Book Day episode. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of our upcoming adventures. We'll see you soon. Bye!
Want more book days? Well, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of our upcoming adventures. Here are some other options that you may enjoy.